problem that animals face is that they are treated in our society as if they are things. Their status in the law needs to be changed from the status of things to the status of sentient beings who have interests, whose interests should be protected. The mission of the Animal Legal Defense Fund is to protect the lives and advance the interests of animals through the legal system. When I was in law school, there was no animal law, there were no animal law classes, there were no student chapters, there was nothing because we had not yet invented it. And we realized that there was a need for animal rights lawyers to be brought into the movement and to be taking cases in an ongoing manner. We started holding meetings, we taught ourselves the basics, and then cases started to come to us.
ALDF's three main program areas are our criminal justice program, our litigation program, and our animal law program. In ALDF's criminal justice program, we partner with law enforcement from start to finish in a case. We work with the animal control officers who are on site, getting the animals to safety. We work with the police. We work with prosecutors in bringing a successful case. We really want to make sure that we're a resource every step of the way. In our litigation program, that's where we file lawsuits, where we actually go after animal abuse as an organization in the courts.
Litigation is a force not just for a specific case, but indeed a force that brings the notice and knowledge of suffering to the media, therefore gets people educated about what's happening in their own communities, and then I think they certainly do change.
And our animal law program has an eye more towards the future, where we're working with law schools and law students and so forth, and trying to build the field of animal law and help the next generation of lawyers and judges and politicians to understand what the needs are with animals in the law.
We have litigated on just about every issue relevant to the problems faced by animals. We went after a trainer in Los Angeles who systematically, daily beat chimpanzees, day after day, and those chimpanzees are now in sanctuary.
One important focus that the Animal Legal Defense Fund has undertaken is factory farming, where thousands of animals are often confined in tiny quarters. One example is the Mendez case, in which we discovered that thousands of young calves were kept in horrible confinement, where they couldn't turn around, could barely move for 60 to 90 days immediately after they were born. And ALDF filed a landmark lawsuit using the law in a new creative way to try to stop this practice. Animal Legal Defense Fund versus Woodley case is a first of its kind in North Carolina, in which the Animal Legal Defense Fund was responsible for breaking up a hoarding situation.
Barbara and Robert Woodley had 500 dogs. These dogs were kept in the most horrendous circumstances. Basically, it was a concentration camp for dogs.
And ALDF went into an area that's not exactly receptive to animal protection and put on a trial, won the trial, and saved 350 dogs who are all now no longer suffering but living lives filled with love, learning what it's like to be a dog in America.
We envision a world in which the lives and interests of animals are protected by the law. It is a very exciting time for animal rights, for animal law, and for our organization. I think the best lawsuits are yet to come.
It's work for the heart, no matter what, at the end of the day. And I'm fighting for something I really believe in. And the bad news for them is we're not going away.